Yeah, it's rewind time.
Okay, so last year in 2018, I made a rant video on the 2018 YouTube Rewind, which was considered to be not just the worst YouTube Rewind ever made, but also the worst YouTube video to ever exist on YouTube in years. And pretty much almost everyone can agree on this one. A lot of major content creators have completely bashed the YouTube Rewind in 2018, including H3H3, Casey Neistat, MKBHD. Everyone was attacking YouTube for making such a horrible, shitty, pain in the ass, piece of shit rewind video that was over the top cringy, it was out of touch and disconnected with the community, and it got to the point where it became the most disliked video on YouTube. Not just the most disliked video on YouTube, but the first one to hit 10 million dislikes as well. I was one of the people who ripped on YouTube for making a horrible piece of shit rewind, and that video did surprisingly decent for a channel my size. It is currently sitting at 100 views and counting, being my third most viewed video on my channel as of recording, so props to that. And it's 2019, it is the end of 2019, which means it is time for another YouTube Rewind once again.
It's rewind time.
So I made a live reaction of the YouTube Rewind. I recorded my live reaction, my first time live reaction of watching the YouTube Rewind. So we're gonna watch that reaction of the YouTube Rewind and find out if YouTube has changed and finally made a decent rewind for a change, or if YouTube never learned their lesson, they still made yet another bad piece of shit rewind. And then we're gonna talk about my final thoughts on this video. Anyway, webcam engaged, all right? I'm actually kind of nervous, as you can see. I've not seen this before, so we're going to watch it live, and it's 5 minutes, and the dislikes are currently split right now. It's 47 likes, 47 dislikes. All right, so I don't want to talk much further, so let's watch it right now, but dislikes are not looking pretty good so far, so let's go see. You're going to hear my honest opinion, so that's just so you know, you're going to hear my honest opinion. And you know what? Let's just get into the video. All right. Okay.
K-pop!
Oh God. Oh my, why did they include that? I know they're trying to make fun of themselves, but I don't know why they include that. Let's see that again. K-pop!
K-pop! K-pop!
I mean, there's a reason to include K-pop. I mean, BTS has a big hit in 2019 so far, so there's probably a reason to include K-pop in the list for 2019.
K-pop!
That is so awkward.
Oh, those are everyone's
YouTube
reactions.
Rewind
Tell
2000.
Okay, just so you know, this Turkish creator copied PewDiePie. Just for the record, he used to copy PewDiePie, and he threatened JT to terminate his account. So I don't know why they included him there. I mean, yes, he was the first, but he's pretty controversial, and I really don't like him. So he's pretty much a scumbag for that. So it's just like the old Rewind, like what they used to do with the top 10 videos. Kind of like that just a bit, but you know what, YouTube? I'm just going to hit the dislike video because I don't like it. I really don't. Not gonna lie, that was actually pretty awkward to watch, to be honest. So that was my live reaction to the YouTube Rewind, and as you could tell from the video, I did not like it. YouTube made the same mistake they made last year, surprisingly. I thought they've learned, but apparently they haven't learned. YouTube has once again proven to themselves to be out of touch and disconnected with its own community. I mean, they left out so much in this rewind that's not even funny. More than in the 2018 rewind, even. I can say the only two good things that were not left out in the rewind were PewDiePie and Mr. Beast, but still, there was a ton, an ass ton of things that were left out in this rewind that is completely unacceptable. And this goes to show you that YouTube is still out of touch with its own community. They're still disconnected with its own community. And that's why it's getting a lot of hate. It's getting just as much hate as it got last year. They made the same mistake they made in 2018. And this is completely unacceptable. The first thing, and probably one of the biggest things they left out on this rewind, were the deaths of Nipsey Hussle, Grant Thompson, and even Etica. And I actually complained about it in my live reaction, so I'm gonna go and play you that clip right now. Also, where's Etica in this video? I forgot to mention, where is Etica in this video? He not only had mental health issues, he was actually a really inspiring creator of 2019 throughout. And he killed himself. And he was very inspiring and very entertaining on YouTube. Why did you take down his video? YouTube should have added a little bit of a tribute to Etica. That's one thing they should have done in this rewind, so that's missing in the video. They should have just... They forgot Etica. I'm very disappointed about that. And there's no tribute to Nipsey Hussle, too. I mean, there's no Nipsey Hussle tribute. If they want to tribute very famous musical artists, like they usually do every rewind, why didn't they include Nipsey Hussle? He had a pretty big impact to the community as well. He hasn't gotten his name mentioned. I mean, there's so many things missing in this rewind, it's just not even funny. And in case you're wondering, yes, people were upset. Etica was trending along with YouTube Rewind 2019. And to show you why Etica was trending, here are some tweets of people who are angry at the fact that Etica was not mentioned in the 2019 Rewind whatsoever. Well, YouTube Rewind 2019 sucked. Instead of doing what they do every year and getting people together to make a big fun video, they just made a literal highlight reel. Not to mention that I really do think that there should have been some sort of memorial for Etica in some way. Etica may have not been the biggest on YouTube, but his death impacted the community at large in a huge way. I'm sure that there were other creators that passed in his year too. I'm kinda shocked that YouTube does absolutely nothing to honor them. Not even just Etica. Grant Thompson also passed this year. It really sucks, man. R.I.P. So there was no tribute for our boy Etica or Grant Thompson in YouTube Rewind 2019. We caught YouTube slipping this year, so you know what we got to do. I'm disappointed YouTube didn't mention Etica on the 2019 YouTube Rewind. We lost a legend and a face of YouTube this year. We miss you, Etica. Joy-Con boys for life. Another thing missing from the YouTube Rewind for this year were the memes. Not a single meme was mentioned in this year's Rewind. There were no Endgame memes, there were no Sonic memes, there were no Area 51 memes, and speaking of which, they didn't even have any mention of that black hole picture. You know, the one that looks like the Eye of Sauron. Also, YouTube, where is that egg? The one that became the most liked post on Instagram. No memes were mentioned in this year's Rewind. Not even one. Not even oh yeah yeah was mentioned either. Oh yeah, yeah, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Also, the KSI and Logan Paul fight was not referenced in this year's Rewind either. They forgot to mention it last year, and they also forgot to mention it this year. This was one of the biggest events in 2018, and the rematch was also one of the biggest events in 2019 on the platform. The fact that they forgot to mention this still makes me believe that they're still out of touch and tone deaf with the community. One final thing I hate about the 2019 Rewind is that it was literally just a countdown video. I did say that I kind of like the idea of having countdown videos, but YouTube, what happened to the idea of having all your biggest creators come together to make an entertaining video to wrap up all the good things that happened in the year rather than just make a short 5-minute Watch Mojo countdown video? I still like that idea better than the latter. Just making a simple countdown video is just an example of pure laziness and the lack of creativity. I know there's a lot of other things that are also wrong with the 2019 YouTube Rewind, but I don't want to get into too much detail on that. All I'm saying is that YouTube once again made yet another piece of shit rewind and has also once again proven to themselves, their community, and the whole world that they are disconnected and out of touch with the community, in addition to being lazy fucks that have zero talent and creativity. YouTube, this is strike 2. Last year's Rewind was strike 1. This is strike 2. The third strike is going to be the final nail in the casket for YouTube Rewind. If you screw this up in 2020, which most likely you possibly will, this will mark the end of YouTube Rewind as a celebration, and it will mark the end of YouTube Rewind as a whole. I repeat, if you fuck this up next year in 2020 and make the same mistakes you did this year and last, I think you should just give up and stop YouTube Rewind entirely after the third strike. You have a full 12 months to get your act together and make a decent rewind that is not just a wannabe Watch Mojo video or something that just includes PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and Shane Dawson. Make something good for 2020. Make something that is creative and very entertaining. Be more connected with your community for once. And just listen. That's all we need for you guys to do. Just listen. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video, so if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'm going to be even more active in 2020, hopefully. 2020 is going to be the best year of my life. I'm going to be even more active on this year. I'm going to be hanging out more. This is going to be an amazing year, and I'm pumped for 2020. And finally, an update to this channel. This is going to be my first video edited in Premiere Pro. So in 2020, I'm going to be making a shift, a transition of editing software. For the past couple of years, I've been editing in Final Cut Pro. So in 2020 is going to be my first year. I'm going to start using Premiere Pro more. Hopefully soon I get to use Premiere Pro like more, and then eventually I might quit using Final Cut Pro and go straight to Premiere Pro. Who knows when's that gonna happen? The quality of the videos are not gonna change, as you can tell. You won't even tell the difference with the video editing software. But still, I'm gonna be switching from Final Cut Pro to Premiere Pro soon. So I just wanted to throw that out here just for your information. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and until then, take care, talk soon, peace.